guys at home don't feel like you want to continue subscribing to us or being a patron, we understand.
We're not blind. We know that a vast majority of you are only here for DBZA, and we want to thank you all who have watched.
Hello, people of the internet. It is with a heavy heart I'm here today to mourn the loss of a YouTube legend. And then we're going to rapidly descend into the madness that is the DBZ Abridged fan base. Welcome to Twidiots! I cannot wait for the moment that this channel is big enough for these videos to start getting claimed for that intro. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on, shall we? Anyway, like I was saying, it's time to bid farewell to the legendary DBZ Abridged, the beloved series from Team 4-Star. I can't tell you how many things I think I remember from Dragon Ball Z, and then when I go back and watch the original show, it's not at all what I remember, because it turns out I'm remembering DBZ Abridged. Nothing ridiculous, but there's like little small lines that for some reason I always think are from the original series. As much as I like Dragon Ball Z, that's how much I like Dragon Ball Z Abridged. It actually replaces some of those original memories for me. Now, it's not just me. DBZ Abridged has been around for a very long time, and the fans always hoped it would never end, obviously. But the sad truth is, sometimes you can have too much of a good thing. Or in some cases, it just won't last. In May of 2013, they uploaded the first episode of Dragon Ball Z Abridged, and almost 7 years later, February 9th, 2020, they've uploaded an emotional video bidding farewell to it. So I need to correct myself about something here. I said the first episode was uploaded in 2013. Now, I was misunderstanding that it appears that this must have been a re-upload, because if you go and you look at DBZ episode 2, Abridged episode 2 was uploaded in 2008, so I'm assuming that episode 1 was taken down for copyright reasons or something at some point, and they re-uploaded the first episode. The series isn't 7 years old. Turns out it's almost 12 years old. So anyway, back to the video. They're worried about the show overstaying its welcome or not pulling out fast enough, and to put it simply, it's just not worth the child support. And so they're pulling out, cleaning off, moving on, and hopefully avoiding as much therapy as possible. Jokes aside, there are some serious issues here as well, honestly. It's an insanely draining process to do what they do. It's not like they're just creating something original. They're having to take something that exists, find a way to tweak it, to make a new story. They're trying to create a story with something that already exists, and it's not exactly easy. The amount of animating and things they've had to do to rework things to make it work is actually surprising. If you've never seen any of the behind the scenes stuff, they used to upload some things about how they would do one small little edit, and it would be tons of little keyframes. They'd have to rework something to make it work. They'd have to reanimate parts of the show to make DBZ Abridged work. It's not a simple process at all, and they're not having fun with it anymore, which can't be good for anyone.
Episode breakdown. This time around, we're covering episode 40. Off the bat, let's take a look at that timeline. 17 originally had no lines at all. No lip flaps, no nothing. So I literally had to seek out another scene entirely where I could find usable flaps. The flaps I use here are originally from Piccolo.
A lot of the fun, I'm sure, used to be being able to twist the story and make it even darker or more funny. Abridged is essentially a spoof or a parody of Dragon Ball Z. You have to have fun when you're writing that kind of thing. If you're not having fun, it damages the work. It's very important for them to enjoy what they're doing, to make funny, entertaining content. If it's not fun for them anymore, it's going to hurt the work that they do. So the idea that you would want them to just continue making it, knowing that it will probably be worse because they don't enjoy doing it anymore, is asinine. It's plain dum-dum. You small brain with an O. Not to mention, so far, we haven't even talked about the biggest hurdle in the room, the copyright issues. Besides the creativity, the copyright issues that this channel has dealt with are insane. It's hard to call yourself Team 4-Star, base all of your imagery and everything off of DBZ related IP, and then try and monetize it to make merch or just even get ads on it. It's really hard because it's all copyrighted content. Now, over the years, they've actually worked with Funimation and a bunch of other companies. I believe one of the guys actually had his voice in one of the games. It might even be more than that. I know at least one person had their voice in a game. I think it was Xenoverse 2. But these companies don't have that much control over the IP. They can't just give people the permission to do whatever they want. You hear me, Susie? Team 4-Star is a company with employees that rely on them for work and money, and unfortunately they have to try and find a way to support these people while dealing with copyright claims, strikes, and demonetization because of the kind of content they make. There's only so much that they can do. It's just time to end the series. For now anyway. You never know. They could come back to it later in time if they start feeling the urge again. Just don't count on it. Now, the reason I wanted to make this video is not because I want to go over the history of them or why I enjoyed their content. It's what we're about to look at now. And it pissed me off when I originally read it. Thankfully now I just find them weak and pathetic.
You're kidding! Judge.
Now what we're about to look at is some of the most pathetic stuff I've ever seen on the internet. And that's not hyperbole. It's legitimately some of the most frustratingly pathetic stuff I've ever seen on this platform or any other. Now, like I said, they tweeted this out on the 9th of February. Today is February 20th, so it's been a couple days. It's been 11 days now. It's been almost 2 weeks. But I'm sure there's still some of these priceless gems of intelligence in here. Hearing that DBZA is over sucks. DBZA is amazing. You know what sucks more though? The entitled man-children and their dickish reactions to Team 4 Star's decision. It isn't that hard to be mature. Anyway, it's been fun. That doesn't mean it's over though. Keep creating. I'm still here. Now I kind of built up to all the negativity, and trust me, it's coming. But this is how I wish more of these comments were. What he just said is ideally how everyone would have responded. Honestly tempted to boycott Team 4 Star. Anybody else? So first of all, this isn't the only guy to say that they should boycott Team 4 Star. All right, first of all. Secondly, they're dead serious. Think about it like this. What are you boycotting? How are you impacting them? If you were only watching DBZ Abridged and they only upload one like every 3 to 4 months, if you're lucky, I would really love to know how that boycott is supposed to affect anyone. I'm confused as to how exactly you're going to affect them by continuing to not watch their content like you already do. I watch one of your videos a year. I'm paying your salary. Freaking moron. You can go to the hell, all of you and the staff. I feel like I'm in the hell right now. Well, there we go. Time to get hashtag screw Team 4 Star on trending then. Huh, forgot this existed for like 3 years. Haha, good lighting. Can't say I'm terribly sympathetic after you literally scheming your own fake breakup to drive up interest for the end of the Cell Saga, or the empty promises of things to come, to be honest. Thanks for the laughs though, I'll miss those. Hope you guys can move on to something better. I don't know what they're talking about. I never heard anything about a fake breakup. This actually says to me, maybe they legitimately were close to breaking up as a group, and that's one of the reasons they're ending it. You ever think about that, numbnuts? I mean, if your entire company's at risk because you guys can't work as a team, it just makes sense to end it. If you click the link in the description to go to this Twitter thread, you'll almost entirely see positive comments. I'm not sure if there were any hidden replies or if there was the Twitter thing where it automatically hides stuff because they feel that it's too aggressive or too toxic or whatever. I don't know, but almost entirely the thread is now just people complaining about the toxic people and people that are just genuinely thanking Team 4 Star for the good work they did. I'm glad to see that, but at the same time, I wanted to give an example. I wanted to show how bad it was, how insanely bad these people were acting, because this show is ending that they like. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to YouTube now, and we're going to see what the YouTube comments look like. Now, I was pleasantly surprised to see that there's only 18,000 dislikes and 139 likes. So it's not as bad as I was expecting, given it's the well-known YouTube comment system on youtube.com. There's no pinned comment, but the top comment should be pinned. I guess I'll finally have to support the official release. The video has 52,000 comments. This is gonna be rough. Ah yes, cancel the series your channel is mostly based off of. Totally a genius move. I don't think they're saying it's a smart move. I think they're saying that's what they need to do. Jeez, guys, you could have dropped the whole somber crap.
To every single person who has watched Dragon Ball Z Abridged the last 12 years, thank you. Thank you very much. You've allowed us to entertain you, and that means more than anything.
Did it occur to you that maybe they're legitimately upset? Maybe a little bit actually disappointed they're having to do this, knowing they're letting down a lot of their fans? So there's a good possibility that because they're hoping to kind of end this in a positive light, that they may actually just be moderating the comments and the tweets, because you can actually hide replies now. I think you probably know that. So it's entirely possible that the reason I'm not finding as many of those really, really aggressively angry and toxic comments that I was expecting to find, because I saw them before and it pissed me off. However, here's one from 5 hours ago. You stopped DBZ Abridged because you're lazy and you want to do easier content like Let's Plays and dumb podcast discussions. Geez, you're not ending the channel. No one died. Chill out. I mean, it's only the show that they spent hundreds of hours working on for years of their lives. It's a show that's changed their lives that I'm sure they didn't want to get to this point with. I'm sure they wanted to continue making this series forever. And it's just not working out. Okay, I gotta admit that I like that one. Boo, 2020 sucks. It's only February. We've already lost Kobe and now DBZ. I'm with you, bud. I'm gonna turn off the bell now. No need for it. Gave yourself a shot. I'm only here for the Dragon Ball. Good luck, though. Lol, babies. Boom, there we go, boys. Found one. We got him. Just unsubbed. Sorry, but DBZA was the only thing I liked from your channel. Sad to see it be done. I really wanted to see the Boo Saga, and no, I'm sorry for bad excuse, really, Scrubs. I think they're referencing that they said they don't want to accidentally become the last season of Scrubs, which many people like to pretend just doesn't exist at all because it was freaking atrocious. But it just sounds like he's calling them Scrubs. Did you think you were gonna shame them into continuing the series by complaining that you're unsubbing because that's all you watched on their channel? Did they really need to know that one? We effed the main series off with gaming and top 10 videos and can make enough money off that in our Patreon and voice acting. Cheers, suckers. It's amazing to me that they don't understand how ridiculous they're acting. Unsubscribing, love the series and only watch this channel for it. Talented cast and production team, thank you for 11 years. They just wanted to give up, and for fans of Dragon Ball Z, way to not act like Goku at all. Same person. If you're not going to post DBZA anymore, I'm unsubscribing, but I hope you will keep playing DBZ games. Same person again. And that whole argument about Nick saying the last season isn't as good as the rest, that's just him being afraid to complete the last season, that's all. It's so hard for me to see these guys get so emotional, knowing people are going to leave them behind, people are going to get butthurt and just walk away because they're going to be missing one thing that gets uploaded every couple months. And they know that people are going to leave because of that, and they're emotional about it. And people can't just take that they're saying, look, I understand if you need to leave, go ahead. Instead, they have to kick them on their way out. To see them trying to compose themselves while quite literally saying goodbye to the last 11 years of their lives, while getting punched in the face by so many of the actual quote-unquote fans, the so-called fans that were leaving these immature, entitled, arrogant replies, insulting them, putting them down for moving on after years of free content. How dare they make something different for themselves. Personally, I think these guys opening up and doing what they want to do, kind of going where they want to go and not being bound to reworking existing content is probably a good thing. And I actually hope to be more engaged with what they do next. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you to the patrons. I cannot stress enough how thankful I am for all the support from my patrons, Bo Blacks, Lady Zubat, and Pantsless Gamers. Thank you so much, everybody.
Remember to love thy neighbor and subscribe to Lord Vega. This message brought to you today by the subscribe button on youtube.com/internetunwind.